Hello, everyone. My name is Mary Roque, host of the Notary Babe Podcast. I just want to start off by saying, who am I to be talking about healing and trauma? I'm no one. I am only someone that has begun the healing journey. About 2 years ago, I've been reading books. I've gone to therapy. I've gotten advice and I picked up tools. And I just want to share all of this information with you. I think it's time that I talk about entrepreneurship and mental health. And these are two things that I've been experiencing for the past couple of years, and I feel ready to talk about it. I want to also say that these are my experiences. This is my point of view. If I ever mention anybody that is close to me, I don't mean any harm. I don't mean any ill intentions towards anyone that I talk about. This is just my journey, and I want to make it as transparent as I can be without hurting anyone, hurting anyone's feelings. I have since forgiven anyone that has done me wrong, and I really have apologized in a spiritual way if I've ever hurt anybody. I keep that in mind as I share my story, as I talk about my experiences and my trauma, and just know that it's coming from a good place. It's coming from a place that wants healing for others, to learn from my experiences, to learn how to navigate this journey, which is very tough to go through alone. And just know that I'm here for you. You're not alone. I'm here for you. If you need a community that you need to lean on, I want to say that we're all here for you. I would like to think that we're here for each other. So with that in mind, thank you for listening. Thank you for giving me the time and the space. And here's my story. Welcome back to the Notary Babe Podcast. I'm your host, Mary Roque, and today we're diving into a topic that often goes unexplored in the entrepreneurial world: trauma. Buckle up, because we're about to embark on a journey to understand how trauma impacts us as entrepreneurs and how it shapes our lives. First things first, let's define what we mean by trauma. Trauma comes in various forms, such as childhood trauma, emotional trauma, or even workplace trauma. It's an emotional response to a distressing event or experience that overwhelms our ability to cope. The effects of trauma can be far-reaching, touching every aspect of our lives. As entrepreneurs, we're no strangers to challenges and setbacks. However, trauma can have a profound impact on our mindset, decision-making, and overall well-being. It can create barriers to success, hinder our ability to take risks, and even affect our relationships and self-confidence. Right here is where I want to interject and share with me what I went through. So my story starts when I was 5. My mom passed away shortly thereafter. My dad decides to move us from Mexico to the U.S. I moved in with my grandparents, my 4 uncles, my aunts, my dad. We all lived under the same roof. By the time I was 9, I was sexually abused. My dad remarried. He met a beautiful 19-year-old woman. And for the most part, my dad traveled a lot, so he was gone for most of my upbringing. So his wife, my stepmom, raised me. I grew up in high school. My relationships were not so great. They suffered because of all of the unresolved issues that I had with my trauma. So growing up, I didn't have much self-esteem. And my boyfriend in high school treated me poorly, and vice versa. I also treated him poorly. Then when I was 20, I moved out of my parents' home and moved in with a roommate. And 4 months later, I met someone, got pregnant, got married because that was the right thing to do. Even though I hardly knew this person, I had my firstborn by the time I turned 21. I feel like that marriage was unsuccessful greatly because we both brought in our unresolved trauma, but we did the best we could, and we had a second son. The marriage lasted about 12 years, and I entered the workforce. I also started dating. My unresolved trauma kept showing up in my relationships, in my personal life, and my work life. But in my relationships, it was a vicious cycle. We would meet, we would date for a couple of weeks, and eventually things would fall apart because I would get triggered. I didn't know how to deal with some of these emotions, and it was never ending.
Real quick, after this episode, head over to my YouTube channel, link in description, where I'm documenting a series called From Mess to Success. Unleash your potential and discover the power within you, where I share tips on how to self-reflect, goal setting, organization, routine, and habits to level up your life. And if you're a woman looking to connect with a supportive community of like-minded individuals, head over to notarybabe.com. Link is also in the description. It's a women's organization empowering female entrepreneurs. Whether you're a seasoned businesswoman just starting out or simply curious about entrepreneurship, we're here for you. At notarybabe.com, I believe that when women come together, incredible things happen. That's why I created this vibrant online community where you can network, learn, and grow alongside other inspiring women just like you. As a member, you'll find access to many resources like the Business Club Forum, where you'll find videos to help you start and grow your business. As a member, you'll gain access to many resources like the Business Club Forum, where you will find videos to help you start and grow your business, and exclusive coaching videos to help you thrive in your professional goals. For just $9 a month, you'll unlock a world of support, inspiration, and valuable connections. I wish I had something like this when I was first starting my business, so I didn't feel so lost and overwhelmed. So say goodbye to isolation and hello to a community that lifts you up and propels you forward. I can't wait to welcome you as a member to the Notary Babe community.
So let's learn a little bit about how unresolved trauma can have a significant impact on various aspects of a person's life, including their job, career, place of business. Here are some ways which unresolved trauma can lead into those aspects of life. Difficulty of concentrating. Trauma can affect your ability to focus and concentrate on tasks at hand. Intrusive thoughts or flashbacks related to the traumatic event may disrupt your attention, making it challenging to stay engaged in your work. Emotional dysregulation. Unresolved trauma can lead to heightened emotional sensitivity and difficulties in regulating emotions. This can manifest as excessive anger or sadness, which may be triggered by work-related stressors or interpersonal interactions with colleagues or clients. Interpersonal difficulties. Trauma can affect your ability to establish and maintain healthy relationships with coworkers. You may struggle with trust issues, have difficulty communicating effectively, or experience social anxiety, making it challenging to collaborate or work in teams. Work-related triggers. Certain aspects of your job environment, such as high stress, conflict, or reminders of past traumatic experiences, can act as triggers and intensify symptoms associated with unresolved trauma. These triggers can cause emotional distress, anxiety, or even dissociation, impairing your ability to perform well. Impaired decision-making. Trauma can impact your cognitive process, including decision-making abilities. The lingering effects of trauma, such as hypervigilance or heightened fear response, may include your decision-making style, making you more risk-adverse or prone to avoidance behaviors. Absenteeism or presentism. Unresolved trauma can lead to absenteeism, frequent absences from work, or presentism, being physically present but not fully engaged or productive. The emotional and psychological toll of trauma may result in increased sick leave, time off for therapy, or difficulty mustering the energy and motivation needed to perform effectively. Burnout and stress-related disorders. Trauma can contribute to chronic stress and increase the risk of burnout. The accumulation of unresolved trauma combined with work-related stressors can overwhelm your coping mechanisms and lead to exhaustion, reduced job satisfaction, and even the development of stress-related disorders like anxiety or depression. So going back to absenteeism, I suffered with that one a lot at my work when I was younger because I was having all of these issues. I just couldn't focus. I would just zone out, and people could be talking to me and just be thinking about other things that were plaguing my mind, stressful. My ex-husband, I was just not fully engaged in the situation, which led me to go from job to job. And I really couldn't keep a job for more than a year. It was really bad, but that's the type of trauma that I was dealing with. So now let's talk a little bit about if you are experiencing the impact of unresolved trauma in your job, in your business. Here's some of the steps you can take to address and manage the situation. Recognize and acknowledge the trauma. Start by acknowledging that you have experienced trauma and understand that its effects can spill over into different areas of your life, including your job, your place of business. Recognizing this connection is an essential first step towards addressing the issue. Seek help, seek support, reach out to a mental health professional such as a therapist or a counselor who specializes in trauma. They can provide you with the necessary support, guidance, and therapeutic techniques to help you process and heal from your trauma. Therapy can assist you in developing coping strategies and building resilience to manage the impact of trauma in your job. Practice self-care. Engage in self-care activities that promote your overall well-being. This can include exercise, mindfulness, or meditation practices, maintaining a balanced diet, getting sufficient rest, and engaging in hobbies or activities that bring you joy and relaxation. Prioritizing self-care can help alleviate some of the stress and emotional strain caused by unresolved trauma. Establish healthy boundaries. Set boundaries in your job to protect your mental and emotional well-being. This may involve communicating your needs and limitations to your colleagues or supervisors, delegating tasks when necessary, and learning to say no to additional responsibilities that may overwhelm you. Establishing clear boundaries can help create a more manageable and supportive work environment. Consider workplace accommodations. If your trauma significantly impacts your ability to perform certain job tasks, or if you require specific accommodations, it may be helpful to have a conversation with your employer or human resources department. They may be able to provide reasonable adjustments that can support you in your job. Let's talk about two more. Practice stress management techniques. Learn and utilize stress management techniques to help regulate your emotions and reduce work-related stress. Techniques such as deep breathing exercises, mindfulness, and grounding techniques can help you stay present, calm, and focused during challenging moments at work. Build a support network. Seek out support from trusted friends, family members, or colleagues who provide a listening ear and understanding. Connecting with others who have experienced trauma can also be helpful, as they may offer valuable insight and support through their shared experiences. Remember, healing from trauma is a process and it takes time. Be patient with yourself and allow yourself the space to heal. If you find that your job is consistently triggering, exacerbating your trauma symptoms, it may be worth considering a change in work environment or seeking professional guidance to explore potential career adjustments. So it's essential to recognize the signs and symptoms of trauma and its influence on our entrepreneurial journey. Ignoring or suppressing our traumatic experiences can lead to unresolved issues and continue to impact us in the long run. By acknowledging and addressing trauma, we can begin the healing process and pave the way for personal and professional growth. So how can we navigate the effects of trauma as entrepreneurs? It starts with self-awareness and self-care. Taking the time to understand our triggers, seeking support from trusted individuals or professionals, and putting our mental health first and emotional well-being are crucial steps towards healing. Additionally, we need to foster a compassionate and supportive entrepreneurial ecosystem. By creating an environment where vulnerability is encouraged and understanding is cultivated, we can help fellow entrepreneurs who have experienced trauma find the support they need. Remember, you're not alone in this. Many entrepreneurs have faced and overcome trauma, using their experiences as a source of strength and resilience. In future episodes, we'll be featuring inspiring stories of individuals who have triumphed over trauma. Thank you for joining me in this insightful discussion on trauma. As we continue on this season 3, we'll delve deeper into healing, hustle culture, and mental health. all with the goal of equipping you with the knowledge and tools to thrive as an entrepreneur. Stay tuned for our next episode where we'll explore the journey of healing and its profound impact on our entrepreneurial lives. Till then, remember to be kind to yourself, seek support when needed, and keep embracing the remarkable strength within you. Thank you for listening. My name is Mary Roque, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.